Hey y'all, welcome back to Convos with Bree. I'm Bree, BREE, and today is day 84 of the Visibility Challenge. The day has come, y'all. It has come. I am finally ready, sick enough of my own ish, sick of feeling uncomfortable in my body, sick of the way that it feels to move. I'm finally ready to do something about it. I talked about this a little while back about how I intentionally just let myself slip from some of the habits that kept me from roller coastering in my weight and my mental health and all of these things. This thing happened when it's funny because when we moved from the Midwest to Arizona, I thought that it would be really hard to keep in shape and to keep up on all these habits. But Arizona actually made it so easy that I got in even better shape when I was in Arizona. The weather agreed with me, the sunshine. I had a pool. I was walking every day and I loved where I was walking. I felt great about it. And then when we left and we came back to the Midwest, I forgot how much humidity and the constant weather change and all of it really messes with my system. I really don't thrive here, but all of my people are here. So it makes it, well, a lot of my people are here. I have a lot of people everywhere, but like the kids are here, our parents are here. Like, this is where we want to be right now. And I wish the weather was different. I wish we had Arizona weather because then I would feel great, okay? But I didn't. So when we came back to the Midwest, I noticed it first when we were in the Ozarks. I was not feeling very good. And I was still walking a ton. I was in the gym all the time. I was on my feet all day working. So I was still looking pretty good, but I could also see where my body just wasn't responding the same way anymore. I was still packing on some weight, even though I was doing all of these things. And when we came back to Iowa, I really noticed that my motivation for health and wellness just went all the way down. I had no desire to continue my studies. I had no desire to go to the gym. I had no desire to move, really. I just did not feel good in my skin. And I decided that I was just not going to worry about it for a while. I knew that I would gain weight and I knew that I would need to put my focus back into it. But I needed a break, if I'm honest. I needed to just be. I just didn't want to keep up on all that. I felt like I needed to process everything I've been through in my health and wellness journey over the last few years because I really haven't taken the time to acknowledge what a beautiful ride, what a hard ride, what a wild ride it has been. I'm also 39 years old and my body doesn't feel the same as it used to anymore. It doesn't respond to things the same way. My internal system just feels like something I've never seen before. I feel new, and I couldn't keep doing what I was doing because my body wasn't liking any of that anymore. And it didn't feel good anymore. So I decided to just take a break. I knew I was starting over. I knew that I was starting as a new version of myself. And I knew that there was going to be a lot of learning in this phase. So I decided to give myself a break and allow myself to eat and rest and not worry about it. And I noticed a few weeks ago that I was starting to be uncomfortable, like where I just didn't feel good. It was too much weight on my body. But I didn't want to stop eating everything. I didn't want to start moving. That didn't feel good either. And I'm so glad I did this because it reminded me of all the times I've restarted, because I've felt this. This isn't the first time I've felt this way. It's just the first time that I've been this aware around it. So I've done this at a lot of different stages in my life. And I knew that I was going to come back. And every comeback that I have, it's better than the last one. I can connect all these different pieces. It's beautiful. But I forgot, it doesn't start that way. It starts with me trying and failing and trying and failing until one day I step on the scale, or I'm walking up the stairs, or I'm trying to do something that reminds me of how uncomfortable I am and why it is so important that I stop checking out and I check back in. And I start to consistently be the person who takes care of themselves and cares about their health and wellness. And I start, and my muscles are so tired, and everything is just like, I don't want to do this. My mind feels like just sludge. Like it's like, I don't want any part of this. I have no words of motivation for you. I want to eat cake and sit. I want to just be cozy and comfortable and peaceful, and I want nothing to do with raising my heart rate at all. And I go and I do it, and it feels good, but the thought of doing it every day, the thought of just eating healthy all day or making good choices all day, it still just feels like it sucks. It feels lame. It feels like nothing I want to do. But then I know, because I've done this so many times before, I start and I stay on it and I make the harder choice. And then pretty soon, it's my preferred choice. Feeling good feels better than anything feels right now. And I know that. But getting back to that point is flipping hard, y'all. It is mentally one of the hardest things. I've quit a lot of things. I have changed a lot of habits. But eating and taking care of myself and making good choices has always been the hardest one, because there's so many delicious desserts, okay? There's so many good things. Sugar tastes awesome. I love it and everything. It's wild. Crawling out of this part is wild. And my why needs to be bigger than my desire right now. And my why is because I don't feel good in my body, and I need to feel good in my body. A big part of who I am is being able to run around and use my body and do things and feeling good. And I feel very disconnected from it when I'm loving sugar and food and comfort more than anything else. I don't feel like me. I feel like I use that as a place to just completely check out. That is my excuse, my little boat of excuses. It's where I think I'm caring for myself. I think that I am doing something nice for myself, but I am splurging way more than it is worth. And I'm not really honestly checking in and enjoying all of those moments. A lot of times I'm just shoving a whole Oreo in my mouth and calling it a day. That is not enjoying a dessert. That is not enjoying a food that is not on my this is great for me list. This is not a fuel food. And I am not enjoying an experience. I'm just finding myself in moments where I am choosing temporary bursts of satisfaction over my health and over my wellness. And I know this now. And now I can see where there's a huge correlation between how much easier it is to get lost in the mental part of it. It's so much easier to beat myself up when I'm not feeling good in my body. And honestly, this is why I came back here. Because when I was in Arizona, I was the fittest I've ever been in my life. My nutrition was on point. I was working as a personal trainer in a gym. I was feeling so good. And then I would see myself in the mirror. I would see a video or photo of myself and I would go, "Ugh, God, I'm just never going to be pretty. I'm just never going to look good. I'm never going to really be fit." And that was crazy. Like, even now, I will pop up, like, photos from then will pop up in my memories. And I am like, I was a smoke show. How could I not see that? But I couldn't see that because I wouldn't allow myself to understand in that moment that I was fit. I was feeling good. I was consistently taking care of myself and consistently doing more. But then I wasn't connecting. I was allowing it to still feel false and fake. I still felt like I honestly think that if I wouldn't have started being a trainer in the gym, that probably wouldn't have happened. And I probably wouldn't be revisiting this now. But once I started training in the gym, I felt like an imposter. I had a really hard moment because a lot of things were a lie. And I felt like I didn't know enough that I shouldn't be doing this. I didn't have the proper training about the actual stuff. Most of the training was geared around how to sell packaging. Like, that was where our time went, over how to train people, how to build this, what was important. And they were handing out these energy drinks every day and telling us that they were the first ever nutritious energy drinks that were like heart healthy and geared towards fitness. No, they were just as bad as everything else. So I felt like I was being lied to by these people that I trusted. And it felt more like a pyramid scheme than a real life, like, I'm preparing you for this world. And I realized really quick that it didn't fit with my morals. It didn't fit with my views and what I'm trying to do. And so I left. But then I felt like maybe I failed there too. I was just beating myself up a lot because I was not allowing myself to acknowledge how far I had come and how much work I had done. I was really getting hung up. The testing was so hard to get the certified personal training. It was so hard. I felt like I was never going to be able to make it stick. And I really started beating myself up about it. And I just thought maybe I have no business being here. And then everything started spiraling. I didn't feel good about myself anymore. I didn't feel good about the trajectory. I didn't feel good about how a dream I had wanted for so long finally came to fruition. And it was not the experience at all that I wanted. I was just really struggling. And then we came back to the Midwest, and I no longer had the pool. I no longer like where I am to be able to walk every day. The weather really messes with me, and I needed to let it mess with my mental. I needed to let it mess with my health because I needed to overcome this part. Everything I'm telling you right now, while yes, it's a story, it's all excuses. None of it really matters. None of it. All that matters is I was doing really well. I would not acknowledge how well I was doing. And then I started to fall off. And I was aware I was falling off. I was aware I wanted to fall off. I was aware that I didn't have any energy to give to caring about this right now. I had too many other things that I wanted to put my focus into over this. And I trusted with every ounce of my body that when it was time, I would know and I would do. And today I woke up and I knew it is time. It is time. And I got up and I went to the gym, and not only did I go to the gym, but I went to a new gym, one that I don't know anything about. I don't know where anything is. I didn't know how the sauna was going to be. I didn't know if I would like it or not. And I was worried for a moment that if I got there and it didn't feel good, that it would just send me right back into this spiral. But I knew it's time. It doesn't matter. It's just time. So no matter what was up with that gym, I was going in and I was working out. That was all that was important. And I went in and I did it, and it felt good. I had my shake. I had my protein shake that I love with my AG1 and my banana and all my little things that I like to put in there. And I'm taking, the fish pills and all of the things, and I'm getting it back together. I'm drinking my water. I am getting myself back on track, and I am consistently going to stay here. Now, I will still balance. I will still allow myself some treats, but I will do it better. I will do them earlier in my day so that I can still work them off. I will move more. If I am watching a show, there is no reason that I can't get up off the couch and do some things while I am watching that show. I know what to do. I know how to do it. And today it started. So day 84 on a Saturday, random AF, I am starting. I am consistently checking in to my health, my wellness, my mental, all of it. And I will be taking you along on this journey and letting you know updates on it. If you are also in this spot where you are reigniting your health journey, please let me know. Like, let's be buddies. let's keep each other in check, because we know on those hard days it is not always easy to get up and to stay motivated, but that's what it's all about. So, cheers to staying motivated. Cheers to being honest about where we are and what we want without beating ourselves up, and with loving ourselves exactly as we are, and knowing that every single dream we have can come true right now in these bodies, in this moment, exactly who we are right now. Nothing needs to change for our dreams to come true. The version of ourselves we are right now can move mountains, can do all of it. If we don't love ourselves right now, we will not love ourselves when we are in our dream bodies, our dream careers, our dream relationships. Something will still eat at us. Something will still kick us off our path. Something will still bring us right back to this feeling. So I am loving every part of this journey, and I am acknowledging exactly where I am and what I am feeling from this point on. And we're going to see how it's different. We're going to see what it changes, what it shapes. So cheers to being something different, to being here now, and to remembering that absolutely nothing that is meant for you will miss you. Soak it in, y'all.